In a world where our technology has advanced more than ever before, one would think that most of the problems that people face in their day-to-day lives should be resolved at this point, but they are wrong. In fact, people today have more mental health problems than ever before, and one of the most prominent of those problems is the lack of confidence. But it gets scary when we look at the statistics. Research states that 85% of people in the world have low confidence, and the number is growing even higher as the years pass. Since this problem is so common nowadays, you might be wondering, how does one gain confidence in a world that seems to drain everyone's confidence away? Well, I have the formula to help you solve that problem. A couple months ago, I made a video about how life is structured like a video game. In the video, I talk about how every person has statistics just like if they were in a video game, and they can be leveled up and down. With that in mind, everyone has a confidence statistic, and some have it higher and others have it lower. But this video will ensure that you max out that statistic so that you can finally start living your life. Because let's be real, once your confidence is at its highest, is when you actually start living life on your own terms. I wish I could have had a video like this back a couple years because I wasn't the most confident kid out there. When you look at me a couple years ago, you'll see a skinny kid that was quiet and kept to himself for the most part. To make up for this lack of confidence when I would go out to party, I would use alcohol and drugs to make me a more outgoing person in social events. When I would get ready to talk to a girl, I would make sure to take the biggest sip of my drink and then I would head over to talk to her. For the night, I would have this artificial confidence in myself that would linger around for a couple of hours, but when I woke up, I would be back in reality where I was the same shy kid with his confidence stat in the red. After spending some time working on specific aspects of my life, I've noticed my confidence has gone into the green, and I'm actually being myself when I'm out in the real world. Apply what is taught in this video, and you will be gaining confidence faster than anyone your age. Look, this one here is simple, yet many people neglect it. Since I mentioned life as a video game, I want you to craft the greatest version of yourself in your mind just as if you were a character in a video game. Once you start making progress towards that version of yourself, is when you'll see your confidence increasing significantly. To get to that version of yourself, there's a simple formula that would break down that process. That formula is look good, smell good, feel good. So the first variable is about how you look. Don't underestimate your physical looks because this is probably the most important thing in this video. The way you present yourself displays how you feel deep inside. If you present yourself like a bum, then you will give off unconfident energy. But when it looks like you take care of yourself and have put in the work, then you will automatically give off confident energy. So to start off, you must be hitting the gym at least 4 times a week. The gym is a cheat code when it comes to self-esteem because once you see the results coming in after putting in the work, you will naturally feel good because you see yourself making progress. What I like about the gym is that the more you go, the more you challenge yourself, you will naturally develop a warrior mindset. And this warrior mindset will completely alter the way you think. Once developed, you will stop caring about what others think about you and you will start living life on your own terms. I put my little brother, who is 15, onto working out, and his confidence has gone through the roof. I'd even argue that my 15-year-old brother is more confident than a lot of people my age, and he is 7 years younger than me. Now let's talk about your clothes. Believe it or not, but a lot of people my age still dress like middle schoolers, and you must avoid this at all costs. If you haven't found the style that suits you best, then try out different things to see what you feel most confident in. Because once you find something that suits you, then you will be carrying yourself with a completely different demeanor. And if you couple an athletic body with nice, clean, and fitted clothes, then you will not only feel good, but you will stand out from people. Finally, let's go over body language. There's so much positive body language to know of, but just know the most important. Keep strong eye contact, walk with your shoulders back and head up, and use your hands to enhance your interactions. These will all greatly enhance your confidence. When you put all of these together, you will check off the first variable of the equation. Now let's dive into the easier part of the equation, which is hygiene. You basically just have to stay clean and keep yourself in check. Make sure your teeth are clean, make sure you have deodorant on, and shower consistently. These are just the basics of hygiene, but one thing to know is the power of a haircut. With a fresh trim, your confidence will skyrocket and will make you feel like a completely different person with a fresh cut. Just like with your clothes, take some time and find a haircut that suits your face. And once you master the two variables in this equation, This will overall bring you organic confidence in yourself. To continue, a large reason why people have low confidence is because they don't know how to have a conversation. But conversations are more simple than you may think. There are two problems that people face when having to talk to someone, and that is not knowing how to start a conversation and not knowing how to keep a conversation going. A good way to start a conversation is to avoid the BS small talk and ask a personal question. The other day I got an Uber, and in the ride, instead of having some small talk, I asked the driver a personal question. That one question led to a 30-minute conversation of self-improvement, the modern state of men, etc. And I would probably consider that to be one of the best Uber interactions I've ever had, and it all started with a simple, deep question. Now that we know how to start a conversation, let's talk about how to keep a conversation. And this part is so much easier than the first part. The key to keeping a conversation is to encourage the other person to talk about themselves. The book How to Win Friends and Influence People has a whole chapter dedicated to how people just want to be heard. This is the way to become the best conversationalist. You must listen to the speaker, but also be genuinely interested in what they're saying, because you might learn a thing or two from the interaction. Being a good listener is literally the easiest thing ever, but so many people don't know how to do it because they always find a need to interrupt and add their own opinions to the conversation. You must avoid that. Think about this next time you're in conversation and everything will flow smoothly like a river. Now let's go over the one thing that holds everyone back from increasing their confidence, and that is the comfort zone. Your comfort zone is your worst enemy because it is a drug. And once you get comfortable to your comfort zone, it becomes addicting. To gain true confidence, you must avoid the comfort you're used to and get vulnerable with uncomfortable situations to test your confidence. For example, with muscle, if you are comfortable, you will never grow muscles. But under tension and pressure is when you will be gaining real muscle. Remember, diamonds are built under pressure. People don't want to be vulnerable, but would you rather sit back and never change in life? Or would you rather be vulnerable for a little bit, experience some discomfort, and actually gain true confidence that will better your life? For me, one of my comfort zones was going out and drinking, gaining fake confidence from the alcohol. Therefore, to increase my confidence, I decided to stop drinking and go out sober. After going out sober a couple times, I've gained real confidence that is from deep inside and not from a poisonous substance. Let's say one of your comfort zones is staying in and playing video games during the weekend. Instead, go out every now and then and start to socialize with new people. Since you're putting yourself in a situation that you're not used to, you'll be vulnerable at first, but that is normal because once you get comfortable with the uncomfortable is when you'll gain true confidence in yourself. Now, I have seen a trend that people who have the least hobbies or skills in life are usually the most unconfident in themselves, and it makes sense. When you aren't good at anything in life, you have low value, and low value is linked to low confidence. Therefore, I recommend you to learn a hobby. The beauty about today's world is that anyone can literally learn anything for free online. If you want to learn how to work out, you can do it for free. The same with playing the guitar. Take something you've always wanted to do and put aside 1 hour each day to learn. Once you do this, you will realize your great potential and skills that you possess. And that is when you will find true confidence in yourself. Only once you uncover your true confidence is when you will actually start living life. And the scary part is, not everyone discovers their true confidence.